Hey everybody, welcome back to the Council of Reads. I'm Dylan, here with Jason,
Yeah.
Nitin,
Hello.
Fommy,
Hey.
and Dave. What are you feeling with it?
I gotta tell you about this travesty that happened on Tuesday.
What happened on Tuesday, Dave?
So I finished work at 6, right?
Uh-huh.
I get home, I visit my parents, and I'm on the way home. It's like, you know what? I feel like chips or like that Kit Kat chunky they came off with the Biscoff thing. So it's like, oh, I just want some chocolate, right?
Okay.
So I go to the self-serve, and like I got 3 of the Kit Kat chunkies. I scan it, right? And it's like, oh, I need store to log in or the store assistant. And then a lady comes around, hits it, tries scanning it. It's like, oh, it's not going to work for you. And takes it and walks away from me. She wouldn't let me buy chocolate.
So you didn't get any chocolates?
No.
Your chocolate got pilfered. Is that correct?
And she took the other 3 and just walked away. It's, oh, it's not going to work for you, mate.
What?
See you later.
That's weird.
She did you a favour.
She's really done you a favour. I like that woman.
What?
It's the nicest like way of fat shaming,
Yeah.
to be honest. And I'm really proud of this woman.
You don't need
Where-
this,
where-
son.
She would have
was
taken
this?
the chips as well, but that scanned okay.
That's weird.
She
Dave.
just didn't want to have to do her work.
That's really weird.
It's annoying.
Anyway,
What a great start.
thank you, Dave. Very, very on subject.
And random.
Coles have them on sale at the moment.
I hate that Cole's down there.
Feature comics this week. Jurassic League, #1. Do your job, Jason. For the video people out there. There we go.
How's going to his head?
I know, he's got the big chair, 2 microphones.
A lot of power for that big head.
I can fit a lot of power in there.
Hurry
Right?
up! Tell the next one. I've got it here
You can do
already.
it too.
Oh, yeah. Banner of War.
Excellent. There we go. Okay, this week, Lego Optimus Prime, that was rumoured for a while, got announced. Talking about that. Episode 8 of Halo.
Yay. It's our favourite segment.
Yeah. 50 Shades of Green
Oh,
this week.
sweet.
Dylan age within 20 minutes of bitching about a TV show. It's great.
Yeah.
It's like when the president starts. Like this 8 episodes is like the start of a presidency, and then by the end they're all grey and wrinkled and shit.
True. Remember watching the trailer? Like, oh, the trailer looks cool. Like, I'm a bit excited.
So that's the first 20 minutes.
Okay, and film Flashback. Whose was this? Nitton's?
Yeah.
Any
Good
Given
choice.
Sunday.
It's a good movie.
It was a really good
Hooah!
choice. Very good.
Pacino movie.
It's a
You
fantastic.
loved it. We'll get to it.
Fantastic.
You
That
can
was
love
in
every movie in his round.
Oh, yeah. And
I
there'll be a
like,
couple of
I like
You
my
might-
movie.
You might get a reprieve this week. We'll see.
Fuck you.
I like my movie. Okay, comic books.
Comics.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Jurassic League #1.
Yay!
By somebody and somebody? Nah, it's Daniel Warren Johnson
Johnson.
co-writing with...
The
what's his
artist.
first name?
Here we go.
One?
One Geddon. One Geddon also does the artwork. So it's Justice League Dinosaurs.
It's so much
Look at
fun.
this cool
It's great.
Batman.
It is so much fun.
That's all.
I love the names of the places.
Yes.
That's my favourite thing of the whole book.
And the names of the characters. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I just, when I saw Black Mantosaurus,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
knew I had to buy the book.
I love this Metropolis.
Well, that's the first thing that stood out. But yeah, when you open up the book, that first page and it's Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm really, yeah. It was. I was saying before, it's only a small week of comics, but for what I read, it's the most comic booky comics. It's exactly why I read comic books. Is this week of comics?
Yeah.
It's probably
Yeah,
the best way I can put it. And it's also to the diversity of the books and the style of the books that I read that just brought so much to it as well. And this was like third in my reading, and I'm not the biggest DC fan, but I love the stuff, the quirky stuff that they're doing, the outer world stuff, because I don't follow anything that's actually happening in the main titles.
You're not missing out much.
I know, I hear what you guys are talking about, and that's why I really haven't seen a reason to jump on. But all the other stuff, the Black Label, the minis, even
That's
though
where they're
they're
killing
12-part they are absolutely killing it. So, still upset that, because that cover is awesome, that we don't get some Daniel Warren Johnson art, but the art is good.
I do like
You
him.
got a suplex in here.
Yeah.
Belly to back suplex.
Well,
It's trademark almost.
It was getting to that, but
I
yes.
think actually this guy might do this better.
I think I agree with you, actually.
Daniel Warren Johnson may just been a bit too much.
Yeah, He's a bit more restrained in his.
Yeah, like this is a bit
chaos.
more closer to a traditional superhero,
Yeah.
just with dinosaurs. Where Daniel Warren Johnson might have just been a bit
I know, just for that
a
cover.
bit over top.
That cover just gives me a lot of. I know it still looks good, but I just would have been interested to see what he could have done because going back to other like Better Ray and
Yeah, because
Better
like I think
too messy.
too messy
Yeah.
and maybe a bit too dark.
I get like
Where like this is pretty nice and light and bright and in most
Oh, for the
parts.
stuff, for the stuff that's going on in the storyline,
Because like
it is very bright.
It's not a wow issue. It's just a very fun issue, and it's very intro.
Yeah.
Sorry, cool.
Yeah.
He's Batman. He's Aquaman. He's Wonder Woman. He's Superman.
So good.
Aquaman was the best.
That's one
It's
of
not
my
really
funniest
any
jokes when
story.
the dolphin gets hit Matilda.
Yes, yes,
Like, and we love Darren Warren Johnson.
yes.
But it just this art suits it.
Yeah.
Darren Warren Johnson co-writing it.
it gave me
And it's just the story is basically just Justice League for dinosaurs.
Yeah.
All the names are punny names. They're all great.
That's one of my favorite bits.
Trimascara, which is great.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah, Trimascara is the Triceratops.
the art reminds me of Turtles a bit. I
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
why it does.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah.
I guess
You
Batman.
get a Joker,
as well.
Jokerzard, and
Oh, the
it's
Joker
so
was
good.
great.
That tree thing was
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's some next level creepiness.
Oh, and the hinted at Robin's very great
Yes.
concept.
Very
what a
cool.
brilliant way of doing it.
Yeah.
I think that's my favourite part of
Yeah.
that story. That part of the storyline was the hinting.
You're like,
of the
okay, it's a bit
war.
smarter than I first thought it was
Yeah.
going to be.
And we probably should have given it more respect because of who he's writing it.
Yeah.
Because he has come through with the goods a lot of
I
times.
just like when the human story is like translated from human.
Yes.
That was great.
No,
That's a great book. Just fun.
6-parter.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be.
You can't say nothing good
No,
about it, right?
No.
Not bad.
Yeah, if you just want a fun book, check it out. Check it
Yeah,
out.
it's very
So
fun.
good.
Another fun book.
Speaking of
Yes.
good, yeah.
Speaking of fun.
Surprisingly fun, this
Yes.
book. Like, both books, both Hulk and Thor, are fairly dark
Yeah.
in their tone and their setting. And this comes out the gate very light-hearted. Like,
Show them the first
With,
First
with the
page.
watcher eating popcorn,
first page, is the Watcher eating popcorn.
narrating.
Pretty tongue-in-cheek sort of narrating.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what is
Flash
this?
of banner. Oh, yeah.
Look.
That's awesome. Health bars.
So
Oh, I didn't notice
essentially,
health bars.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
But even it's not just a health bar. You just see when they're right down to their last bit of health, so they've got that like their last little
Yep.
bit of energy.
Yeah.
So he Hulk's is just a little bit bigger than Thor. Like they're even going to that depth. So at the moment, we've only had one arc essentially for Hulk. He's a Smashtronaut. Something's happened in El Paso. We find out a lot more about that. Or a little bit more about that in this. He's taken himself off to different dimensions and just he's piloting essentially the Hulk. So Kate has been writing that. He's also been writing Thor, and that's been going on for about 30 odd books. 20 mid-20s.
25.
Yeah,
25.
next issue's 25.
Yeah,
That's what
25.
There you go.
issue's
So yeah,
25.
and stack of stuff's happened. That's just that's right because the next one's 26. So 25 was massive. We spoke about that last week with what's happened to his dad and such, and the hammer. And I read crossover, and we'll get to that in a minute. But then I read this. Kate is just on fire. The first 4 pages of this book, the setup of the Hulk, the setup of the story,
it catches you
the
up so
setup
well,
of,
right?
It's great,
of
yeah.
Thor. If there is not a better way to jump onto 2 books
Yeah.
that are really good books at the moment, I've never seen it done
Because
better
you're not
before in
reading
my life.
either, right?
Not either.
And then you
now
pick this
I-
up?
Yeah, now I'm like.
Well, you almost want to pick both
But
up.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've been-
they did a good job of catching you up
Yeah.
with everything
I've
you
been-
needed, right?
Toing and froing with Thor for a while, and I think I'll probably get the trades, and I'm probably will start singles from here.
Not only that, but like I start fighting.
Oh, the
Yeah.
fight
It's
scene
usually
between...
just like an alpha or an interlude. It's nothing
straight
really
in.
happening, you know.
Yeah.
But this one's like, hey, it started. Like, go
And
check
because
out
they're
this one.
superpowered beings, they can go at it
Ridiculously.
Yeah.
Oh, what happens? Like,
But
what
with-
Hulk does in this?
Yeah.
with the hammer, where he's... How he gets out of being trapped by the
Yeah.
hammer.
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
that won me
No
over.
spoilers,
That was great.
but that was
Yeah.
sick. Yeah.
And the other thing that's going on at the moment is there's quite a not split personalities, but a lot of other things going on inside the head. So they've kind of got sections where they're talking to each other, but they're not actually talking to each other.
It's like,
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? Who are
you
you
talking
talking
to?
to?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
that was
sick.
great.
Even the Yeah, go ahead, Dylan.
Can we talk about how they travel to that dimension?
Okay,
Oh,
is that
yeah.
the first time we've seen this place?
Yeah, where
Saccharine.
they sacrifice their eyes and their their children to the pain god or something.
So,
Yeah.
a wretched planet filled with disguise-plagued warmongering cannibals that devour the eyes of their young to appease their all-knowing pain god.
And you look at the art, and it is like freaking
Adventure time.
Adventure
Yeah,
Time.
it's Adventure
Yeah.
Time and
Princess-
old-timey cartoons.
Princess
and stuff.
Yeah,
Bubblegum.
Candyland
Yeah.
sort of deal,
So-
right?
I swear to God, Princess Bubblegum's in it.
You see Homer Simpson?
Yeah, I saw Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
It was just so bizarre.
And then just like Thor's trying to get out of there, but Hulk's just ready to beat the shit down on that planet, which would have been pretty funny. But the next place they got sent, what else has that been in? Because that is
Oh,
sensational.
the gladiator thing?
yeah,
Yeah.
the hand.
Black hand.
I think it's new.
It's new.
I think so.
That's so cool.
'Cause it's just a rip off of
That-
No way.
the Nowhere, yeah.
I know, but it's awesome. It's a hand. That's where everyone's watching from the fingernails and shit. That is sensational. It's essentially the video game they've been trying to push for the last 3 to 4 years on iPads. But yeah, the story itself, really keen.
Yeah.
If crossover hadn't come out, that's book of the week for me.
I gotta say also, I gotta talk about the art. Like at first, I'm like,
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Otley's been so great
Yeah.
on thing, and you're like, I want to see Otley draw the fight. And this, like, when I first opened it up out of the boxes, I'm like, yeah, I don't know, but it's good.
It's
it
excellent.
fits.
It fits excellent.
He does really good job of the pacing and the yeah,
The violence of it.
yeah,
He manages to capture both the Thor and the Hulk style,
yes,
like from each respective book in the
Totally.
comic.
It
Yeah.
helps he's writing both, don't get me wrong. But he does that so well.
Yeah. No, like the artwork.
Oh, the art, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Hulk's drawn like similar to
Sure.
him and
Yeah,
Hulk.
yeah.
And then
The
Thor's
way
like
Otley's
the-
been
yeah. And
Yeah.
Thor's definitely got that cliny looking about him.
Yeah.
And then
Like a bit
Thor's-
softer.
Yeah,
completely different, but it works.
yeah. No,
And what I also respect about this is it's also covered in crossover why Ryan's not doing this. Because he's fighting his dad with a lightsaber. So, like, it really, covers all the bases. I think it's excellent. I guess so.
I think it's because he's a lazy old man now.
Is that meant to be Ryan Otley?
No,
Wasn't it Otley fighting his dad in a crossover?
no, it's just the kid.
Oh, it was the kid, was
the
it?
priest's
Yeah.
kid.
Oh, shit. I can
His
totally
name is Ryan or something, but it's not Ryan Otley.
I totally misread that
He's
this
too
morning.
busy making art.
He's been in
small
first
There you go.
art.
Talk-
He's from the first issue.
So I talk about the art, Dave.
Trying to blow everything up.
Yes.
Anyway, moving right along. 8 billion genies. This was fantastic.
I read it.
It was interesting.
Yeah,
I just flicked for it this afternoon. It looks pretty interesting.
Yeah. Simple concept. All of a sudden, just out of nowhere, every person on the planet, so 8 billion people, all get a genie. Their own genie with one wish. No free wish bullshit. Just one wish.
And the bartender has to do probably
bartender
the
is a
smartest,
genius.
Yes, the most smartest bloody wish I've ever like.
Because it's all set in this
seen
bar. This crappy band setting up. Drunk dad passed out. The kid there to pick his old man up. Tourists that are lost looking for a different lamp bar. And then all of a sudden, these genies just rock up.
Wow.
And the bartender instantly is like,
he's like, oh, my wish is that no wish that happens outside this bar can affect this bar.
oh, anybody
And,
in the bar,
Yeah.
Anybody in the bar.
which is great.
Genius.
Genius.
Instant wish,
Yeah.
which is like very fast thinking.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, it's a
when I got to that line, I'm like, oh, this book's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in it, like, you'll see. So
It's so
So
smart.
that's the only safe place in the world, essentially.
pretty much, so like, first 8 seconds, human population 8 billion, genie population 8 billion. Picture of the Earth. Right, yeah.
And then 8 minutes.
Yeah, first 8 minutes. The Earth is now a cube, and we're losing people drastically
Yeah.
because people are shit.
Yes.
Only 100 million, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, no, 1 million.
There's more-
Oh, 100 million.
Plenty more we could cut.
But yeah, like,
Wow.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Where
have a
everyone's
look at
made the
this
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, put that in my box. Actually, I will.
Pick it up.
I will be buying this issue.
I think I'll probably get the trade.
Charles Soule.
He's written
He's
Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
not Venom
heaps of
too,
stuff.
yeah.
for
Yeah.
Marvel. They're not in the
Yeah, only
Charles
main
business.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. But it's interesting to see where it'll go. And
Yeah, because you're like, when it was in previews, we're like, oh yeah,
Hmm.
genie's cool, whatever. But I picked it up the other day at work. Actually read it. And I was like, Dylan, give this a read. This is good.
Yeah, and I read it. I was like, dude.
Yeah. It's you don't get much, but what you got was smart.
Like it started off.
And the band,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
two
Love
sides of that
triangle?
coin, yeah.
That was sick.
Wow.
It's like ha ha ha.
Yeah,
Oh.
sucked in.
Yeah. Like it starts off a bit slow because it's got to set everything
Yeah.
up, but then like it just goes
Though-
as soon as they come in.
The barman, there's something there.
Oh
He
Yeah,
noticed the barman.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, like
'cause he
how
knows,
fast
like,
he was.
Oh,
No, also
The-
because he knows like Chinese.
yeah. Oh, and he's like, I've lived a long time.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. It's not just.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's dealt with this before.
Yeah, something's going on.
Maybe the genies have been
No, that's
previous
my-
lifetimes.
It will be.
But no, it was very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Out of surprise.
Yeah.
Alright, heaps of number ones this week. Captain America's Symbol of Truth, which is the Sam Wilson book. This, I'm always going to be way more interested in the Steve book that comes next month. But this is good. I like this a
Yeah,
lot.
I enjoyed it.
It's exactly sort of what I sort of thought. My only one thing is it feels like they've just ignored the last 5 years where Sam went back to being. Like, this is just exactly Nick Spencer's Sam Wilson Captain America from 5 years ago.
No explanation.
Yeah.
Since I got the gig back.
That's it.
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But it was fast paced,
Mhm.
action. They're just stopping a train that's supposedly full of super soldier serum. I really dig the Wakanda stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I'm a huge fan of the White Wolf from
Yeah.
Priest's Black
Yeah,
Panther,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I was very excited to see him again.
Yeah, that bit was great with
Yeah.
where he's talking to Romolo.
Yeah. But even before, because like you knew there was going to be a lot of Wakanda in it, and you're like,
Yeah.
how's that going to work? I don't just because he's black, like you know what I mean? But the bit where Sam and Misty are in the park, it's
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
these
like-
these Wakanda
yeah,
forever
like, yeah.
knobs. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, he's like, it's my job to make people respect America.
Yeah,
Which was great. But yeah, like, this train supposedly got a component. I think it was a component
Yeah.
of super serums, which I think was the cargo.
Yeah.
Sort of, somehow.
for sure.
But, yeah, no, I actually enjoyed this book. It
Me
was pretty
too.
good.
Yeah.
I'm going to read both of them, but I don't think I'll keep going with the caps in general, just because I read too many at the moment.
Oh, because I was like, I'll buy the first arc of both, but I was like,
Yeah.
hopefully I'll just like the Steve one. Well, whether I like the Steve one or I'll buy the Steve one, right? That's just the way it is. But I was like, God damn, I think this one's going to be better. I'm going to have to buy 2 cat books.
Steve goes to community college. That's what he's doing. Learn how to draw.
I have faith in the Ken guys.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe.
Learn to draw, but he was an artist.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Alright.
Can I just have him beat Captain America, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
The first line of this book is "All is quiet on the Western Front."
Yeah.
That was great.
It's a good Reservoir Dogs reference.
Yeah.
And I do think I got the feeling from the Zero and the stuff you'd seen that I thought this was going to be a bit more superhero and politics, and Steve was going to be a bit more espionage. So hopefully that is how they, because you want them to be a little different.
Yeah.
I don't just want it's a white guy and a black guy. Like,
Yeah.
they got to feel different. Otherwise, what's the point? But very surprised how great that first issue was.
Yeah.
Because I came in to tell Dylan straight away.
And I was like, really?
Yeah. I was like, this is good.
And then I read it, and I was like, oh damn, yeah, this is good. This is cool.
So check it out. Alrighty. Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, number 1. Obviously the newest in the Marvel's Black, White, and Blood series. 3 stories. Hickman and Bacalo, Guggenheim and Fornes, and Dylan.
Dylan, well done, man. You got a story in. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ada Doten, I want to say.
What?
That last one.
Ah.
Yeah, Ada Dyson.
Ada Doten.
Whatever.
So this is our Meatloaf issue of the week.
Yeah.
Because 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
And I mean, the one I just want to see the Hickman.
Yeah.
Hickman Moon Knight. Yeah. And it was, I don't know what I read. I don't know
Yeah.
what I was looking at.
That's the big part. I know what I look.
It is Bacalo at peak Bacalo. Not necessarily in a good way. Depends how you like his stuff.
I like to follow the story.
I like to understand what I'm looking at.
I've never been a fan of Bacala anyway.
And I'm not smart enough to completely understand what Hickman's writing about, so sometimes the pictures help.
Yeah, it was. I was
Holy
lost.
moly.
I read it before we started, and I don't know what happens. What's going on?
No.
Like, it
the other
wasn't a
two
bad
stories-
story, but it was just like, I don't know what's going on.
But the other two stories are quite good.
Yeah, second one
The
was
second
Spidey's
one's fun with Spidey, and really good to see Spidey team up, and some good quips in there. And then the third story, that'll get you thinking.
Yeah.
Because you're going to get a couple of pages in and go, did they stuff this up?
I swear to God.
They have put in a wrong page. How, with all the editors, bloody hell,
Yeah, because it's a double page where it made me think that, and I'm like, they've put the right on the left.
That's right. And then you quickly realise the story's going backwards, then you can go to the back of the book and read it backwards. It's
Oh.
excellent.
But it starts off with the end on the first page.
Correct.
Yeah, but
No, it's still just...
I think the reason Bachala like doesn't, well, from your guys' impression, doesn't
Yes.
look that good here. It's because it's just solely black white.
oh yeah, that doesn't help.
You know, that
I'll
doesn't-
give you that.
But
definitely
that's the
doesn't help.
task at hand. So don't use him. Come on, man. Like that...
It's in the name.
No, but it could
Black,
have been.
And
It could
no, I
have been
will.
coloured better.
I'll say that not at all, Dave, because his art is in black and white always.
Yeah. It
He
could've-
draws
I think
That's
it could have
true.
been
in black
coloured
and white.
Better though.
Heavy inks and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
It's just not.
He doesn't
It just
paint a
looks-
book in colour.
It looks
Yeah.
a bit
So
flat
disappointing.
sometimes. In this.
No, it's just messy and unclear.
That too. That too.
I've never been a fan.
He hasn't been-
Is there grayscale in his story? There isn't, right?
No.
There is.
Yeah. See, like if you look
Ah.
here, it's like grey tones
Yeah,
everywhere,
Yeah, it's
right? But
black,
if you
white,
look
grey,
there,
and
it's-
red.
In Picado's?
Yeah.
It's pretty stark, isn't it?
Ah, yeah. There's a bit.
It's not.
Oh,
like a
yeah,
grey.
yeah.
But it's not. You know.
Shadowy grey.
Oh, I miss this.
It's like a
Spectacular
flat.
Spidey.
There's
So
no
good.
like gradients or anything in it.
Spectacular Spidey.
So is there another gala happening? Is that legit? Like...
I think that's the real gala. But there is an X-Men gala, yes. I think it's the Met. Yeah?
Okay. I guess so.
Because all of a sudden that's became...
Yeah.
I see
Crazy
Mark
thing.
Brooks
Pajama
like
Day.
spruiking on his Instagram. Mark Brooks like doing like gala versions of X-Men.
Yeah, because they got... The X-Men doing it every year. Because the X-Men are... Yeah.
So it's no longer
Yeah.
baseball.
Yeah.
It's just a gala thing.
I think Brooks stuff is like kind of. It's kind of fan art, right? Like it's not officially happening.
Because there was a Moon Knight one that looked pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't think that was.
I didn't think so. Cause
Oh
it's
no,
just-
yeah, he has a couple like
Yeah, he's just done
what
it.
if
I got
ones.
the
That's fine,
Yeah.
Yeah, those were pretty cool. You guys see the Medusa one?
I don't know.
Yes.
Anyway, next book. From me, Heavy Metal Drummer
Barcode.
4?
Barcode, Jason.
4.
4. This was a bit disappointing. And we don't need to talk too
Behemoth,
much
can I have
about
a
it.
number, please?
Let's just go through a lot of the coppers chasing him. There's a lot of dialogue. You don't really get too far further in.
Oh.
It really could have been half an issue and then the bit more continuation of the storyline. So that was a little bit disappointing.
Wait,
Story's
wait,
still
wait.
fun.
Somebody was telling me the artist is Australian.
Yeah? Who's doing good work?
A police car chase is boring in this,
Was in Batman too.
but not in Blues Brothers.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I would never say that. Don't put words in my mouth in this election week. So yeah, look, the story continued a little bit, but not as far as the other books have. I think I don't think it's going much further. I don't think it's ongoing. So there's a finite chapters to this psychedelic rampage. So yeah, a little bit disappointed, but yeah, still fun. Next.
Next.
Alright.
Book of the week.
Book of the week.
Crossover 13?
Yep.
13. Spoilers ahead. This is the variant cover because we're all out of the regular cover because we got shorted a few this week. Hopefully we get replacements next week. But anyway, the big one where spoilers. Donny Cates kills himself.
You right there?
Somebody take
Yeah,
it.
so we opened.
Killing me now.
We opened the last. The last issue finished with the director stabbing Donnie because he believed that Donnie had written all this and the universe all evolved around Donnie. So if Donnie died, then they would all disappear. The dome, everything.
It's a bit counterproductive.
Don't,
as to why you would
as the
stab
Simpsons
someone.
said, don't do what Donnie does. Okay? So, man, this book, there's so much heart from a man that can't write a love story.
It's my favourite thing is like, this book is such a failure.
I always wanted to write a love story.
Yeah. He's like, you know, the sales have been pretty good.
Yeah.
The Eisner was nice.
Yeah.
The internal.
The meta-ness of this
Yeah.
is off the charts.
Did you read this?
No.
Okay, you don't want to read this because
Yeah,
this is
I
going
know,
to confuse
I'm
the shit out of you because there's two concurrent talkies
Yeah.
going at the same time in one little boxy.
I'll leave it.
It is so good. Yeah, so you got Donnie internal monologuing as he's dying, as the story's continuing, and it's just it kind of is going to where we thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
Because it only makes sense on how comic books are produced.
Oh, I just thought
And
that was
created.
the best. As he's like, obviously, yeah, I was pretty sure that's where things were going.
Yeah.
But when he's like, they're only going after writers.
Yeah. Not inkers, not colorists, just writers. Like, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think this book's long for its world. I think like
Yeah,
you're
maybe
saying, I
An
think
arc or two,
Yeah, maybe
max.
unless he
Yeah.
wants to push shit, but I don't think.
Yeah, I reckon maybe 2 arcs.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some real heart in it. It talks about what
Trade.
happened after. Like, there's a splash page there that Shaw's done beautifully, with all the different memories.
The other one.
I didn't get to talk about that in Hulk
Next
either
one,
when
right.
Bruce
Sweet.
took in all the fights between him and Thor. But yeah, like all the memories of Kate's real life.
Yeah, I didn't know he almost overdosed.
Oh, I'm not sure if he's ever. I haven't checked, but I'm not sure if he'd ever said
But-
that's what the death was.
Uh,
the God Country he wrote after he nearly
Yeah,
died.
that's what he
Yes.
said.
And yeah, he's been clear about that, but I'm not sure if he's ever said what it was.
Mm.
I always assumed it was that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be judge a book by its cover, but one
Mhm.
look at him, that's what I thought. Like, you know, he's just got that look.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, like punk
Yeah,
scene.
yeah, and he
Yeah.
comes out and says it in you.
Yeah, and maybe he has said it on his
Yeah,
interviews
but-
and his podcasts
yeah.
and stuff. I'm not sure. I don't listen.
But this is the first thing I read this week. I'm like, I got it. And it just continues to be great.
Yeah.
It's just the most meta book.
What about into the powers? You don't exist. No, you don't exist.
Yeah.
Second trade comes out next month. We have the first trade on the shelves if you're interested.
Yeah, I'm shocked we had any left after Free Comic Book Day, but we sold a couple that day.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They're doing a re-release of number 1 as a 3D comic.
with an extra 10-page story, new
Yes.
story too. So
You know how hard that was for us to
Sucker!
order the other day? We're like,
Yeah, that was hard.
do you get enough to cover everybody? Because some people ain't going to want to
Yeah.
buy a book for...
I would.
At-
I would.
we did
Yeah.
cover.
Mm.
But you didn't go much more than that because
Yeah.
it's not cheap too.
Okay.
How many people want to buy a $5.99 or $6.99 book or whatever it is for 10 pages?
Yeah.
She had 3D glasses. Shut up.
Oh, you buy that though, and then people will be compelled to buy the first trade. So you
Potentially.
sort of like leave on to that.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's a
potentially.
good way back in for people to start fresh.
But I would just rather just do the 3D one and then do the short story and something else or something, to
Yeah.
be honest. I think it's a bit unfair to make somebody buy something, to be honest, that they have already bought for 10 pages.
And
Chuck it in a Skybound or something like you did.
Yeah, like I think
stuff.
there's options better.
Yeah.
Than,
It's going to be polybag too because it's
Yeah.
3D.
Yeah.
So you can't just come to a shop and be like, I'm going to read this 10 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Library's next door, son.
Yes. You got to buy it.
Unless you cough really loud as you're opening it, they won't know. That's it. People love coughing in stores these days. It goes down really well.
Yeah.
I do it all day.
Yeah, I know.
Meh.
Okay.
It's only made Dave sick so far, so we're all good.
Very cool.
By the looks of it. Last book so far.
Finally.
Suicide Squad get Joker. I didn't get around to
So
reading this week. I forgot. I fell short the other night. I was like, after Cross, I was like, that's enough. I'll read this Sunday, and then I just slept all day.
Who read this?
I did. It was good. It finished off. Oh, how late has it been? Like
6 months or
yeah,
something, right?
like
Damn.
Because that's the other thing. I was like, should I pull it? Because I couldn't even tell you where we're up to.
hmm.
I
Yeah,
was
like-
going to leave it to Sunday and pull out the other ones.
Yeah, like last issue ended with the other Suicide Squad rocking up. Peacemaker and
Yeah,
Deadshot.
To take out the first
Yes.
Suicide Squad.
Let's see.
And Black Label, out of continuity. A lot of death in this vinyl confrontation. I have a problem with
Happening
that
again.
word today.
Confrontation.
Yeah,
There you go.
you say it for me because I can't say it today at all.
I didn't really like how open the ending was.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's out of continuity, so you can get away with that sort of crap.
That's the end?
I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like because it's out of continuity, you can have a
Yeah.
Definitive.
just
Yeah, but
try not to.
Why does he look like Jared Leto?
But that's what I think you sort of got an ending because Joker's like,
Yeah,
you know, they're coming, they're not going to
Yeah.
stop. So,
Yeah, I don't know.
you know, it's going to have a finite ending. You just don't see it.
I guess. Yeah, yeah, like obviously, but I don't know.
Dave won't like that.
And like, I'm half like 50-50 on that in movies in general, where they give you a definitive ending but you don't see it. You sort of supposed to
I don't want
get to it to
handheld,
yourself.
but I don't like too open. I think you got to at least steer me in a bit of a direction and leave something open to interpretation. But if it's completely open, I'm like, well, do your job, man. Well, I shouldn't have to do your job.
Yeah, it's not open. There's like one of two things could happen. Essentially.
Yeah.
Um.
Well,
As a sound
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah.
someone's gonna die.
Yes. But
And
which
then
like,
the other person's gonna die anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I didn't really think of it like that.
Because he mentioned it. They're coming over, and they're not. You know, they're not gonna
Yeah.
stop because I'm dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you see one blam, there will be no. You don't see it,
Okay.
but you know it's happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like-
Cavalry's coming, so to speak.
So I liked the book. I really don't remember a lot of what happened in issue 1 and 2 because it's been so long. But yeah, it was a fine enough conclusion.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm just so glad to see Red Hood killing people again.
Yeah, that was good.
Like, man, they've been trying to make him a good guy
For too long.
for ages.
Oh,
Ah.
with Plastique is this.
Yeah.
That was oh my
That
god.
was cool.
I
Yeah.
seen complaints that they made him too fat and not sexy enough in the new video game.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not. He's like bulky.
Yeah.
You know, he's like.
Oh,
Yeah.
fat was a bit of a stretch, but that's the period.
Is that's what people are complaining about?
I think so.
Idiot.
He looks.
You not seen the world today? Of course they're complaining about something like that.
I thought you were allowed to be fat now.
Yeah.
He's like he's a bit chunky. He's the Punisher.
He does look a bit,
Superheroes aren't supposed
a little on the dumb meatheady side.
I can believe that. It's Jason Todd.
It's also
You know?
Yeah, Jason Todd.
Yeah. Oh, but you know they want their sexy Jason Todd.
That's right. They want the emo
He can be a
tortured.
himbo. He can be dumb. Anyway,
I'm perfectly fine with that.
yeah,
Speaking of dumb meat heady, wait, are we up to Halo yet?
No,
can be.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, we got.
You read any other comics,
No.
Dave?
Oh, hold on. I did.
What'd you read?
I read Superman, Son of
Memorable.
Kal-El.
Oh yeah, how's that? Did he get his
Fine.
cape yet or what?
I hope that's not an actual permanent thing.
Are there any
I'm
others?
hoping.
Has it happened?
No,
It's in
I'm
the Pride special.
I'm hoping
It's
it's just in the Pride special.
It
The,
starts.
the last issue of Son of Kal-El, it ends with Batman showing up and telling John that, oh, Jay, your boyfriend, is sus, right? Don't trust him. And that's how it ends. So I was excited for this.
Yeah.
And it looks like, we don't know yet, but possibly Batman's wrong. And he's
Never.
just- and he's just,
Batman's
oh,
never
Jay's just a nice guy and he's misunderstood and I don't know. I hope he's a bad guy.
It'd be the most
Because
interesting thing
he's
to
so
do.
boring. Like, so boring.
I thought that's what this is all building to. You've been saying how boring this book is for 7 months now.
But it's the build up, Dylan.
No, it's
11 issues.
Yeah, man.
Build up.
Hey, could be worse.
Yeah.
Iron Man just had a 19-issue story arc.
Oof.
Okay.
Oof,
I'll leave my
really?
words.
Yeah, issue 1 and 19 was essentially the same storyline. I haven't read it. I stopped at like
Iron Man's
7 or
terrible.
something because I got sick of them. Every like,
It's the worst
still
character.
Korvac, still Korvac.
Worst character.
Oh, it's good when he's good.
Nah.
And it's Cantwell. He just did Doctor Doom before this. I was so excited. But anyway, 19 issues.
I read that. I read World of Krypton last issue. That ended the way you'd expected. Oh, well, actually, kind of. Not really.
Krypton blows up.
No.
Oh.
Zod's been in control of Krypton for the last couple of issues. Jor-El beats the shit out of him. and
Oh.
Zaps him into the Phantom Zone.
Oh.
That's essentially how it ends. But at the end, it says the beginning.
Oh, Superman.
Oh.
Ah, okay. I get it.
the beginning of the end.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's the beginning of Superman.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And the beginning of the end
Yes, because they're gonna
as
blow up.
well.
Yes. Spoilers.
I think that was everything I read.
David, wakey, what did you read?
Nothing. Oh, just those 3 this week.
Kid, Nitin.
I read the trade of Wonder Woman Dead Earth that came out ages
Oh, yeah?
ago.
How was that?
So good.
Amazing.
So good.
Ooh.
Daniel Warren Johnson. Art was fantastic, obviously. Story was... He just knows how to write a touching,
Yeah.
heartfelt, sad story.
And
Like the violence, yes, great. But he just knows how to touch your heart.
Yeah, he's a very sensitive sort
Yes.
of man, clearly.
What I loved about that too was that I had, you know, if you know anything about Greek myths, Greek gods are douchebags.
Yes,
And that
absolutely,
was like a
100%.
main
Yes.
plot point to it,
Mhm.
like hubris.
Don't
Yeah.
rope just Greek gods into
No.
this. Every god's a douchebag.
That was the point of, like, Greek, you don't want to get the notice of the gods, because they'll fuck you up.
Yes.
Such good.
It's a great book.
Yeah, it's recommend that
Uh,
to anyone and everyone.
That's all I read.
Can we just talk about using Superman's skull and his spine as a freaking flail?
Yeah, that was
Well,
great.
that's
Holy
what
shit.
seeing that in book 3. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm going to
buy
buy
it.
this hardcover.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Freaking just
Yes.
rip his spine out, Mortal Kombat style,
Yeah.
and
Shit.
freaking oh.
Yeah.
And
Wrap
use
it-
it, like, wrap it
wrap-
around the
yeah,
the lasso.
the
Entwine
lasso,
Entwine it,
yeah.
the lasso
It
to
was great.
entwine and use it as a club. Oh man,
Amazing.
Yeah,
So good, so good. Are you, Farms?
I finished Fury.
Yay.
So, Max, Gardenis, onto you, Del.
Oh, thank you.
Holy moly, you are in for some fun, man. It is so over the top. Can understand why it never got made into a trade.
It did.
Yeah, there's a trade at the
Oh,
time.
it
It's,
is right.
it's out of print now
Yes,
because
yeah, well,
yeah,
well, it never got reprinted.
Well, yeah,
It's probably a
it's
better
the
way
type
of
of book
putting
that should be in print all the
Yeah.
time.
Oh shit, yeah.
But-
But you can
yeah.
understand why they never would.
Yeah.
Because it is so far. You couldn't. It's like watching, like Superbad or Step Brother. You know they could never make that shit again in the day and age that we're in. This is just a piece of beautiful history, and it's also nice because it's like you were saying before. It's like that pre-boy stuff. So it's them two together, and it's just literally balls out everything. There's just so much. The Fury speak, the Lees. The Lees. So there's one Lee that's like the head of S.H.I.E.L.D. that's an absolute piece of shit, and like his twin brother that hates the brother in Fury's like group of combatants, and it is amazing. Yeah, just creating war in a small country, overturning governments.
Ah.
It is, and then there the way it finishes. Oh, it's dark as shit. So yeah, can't wait to see what you think of that deal.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
I'm excited.
everything else. I
Just
read.
what he wants to do to some people. Yeah, and he has his little
The daughters.
daydreams and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's great.
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's it.
All books?
All books.
All books.
Alrighty. Announced this week, after heaps of speculation, Lego and Transformers official crossover. They are doing a Lego Optimus Prime set.
A
Yeah.
transformable Optimus Prime set.
Fully transformable without removing any pieces and replacing those pieces. You can transform this Optimus Prime.
So-
It's activated.
No,
Unfortunately not.
it's G1
Timberleaf.
Optimus figure that
Yeah.
they're using as the base, so it's very easy to transform.
Because at first you're like, what do you mean? Like, it doesn't sound like... But then you look at it and you're like, oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, okay.
it's not that
With
hard.
the Technics, like Dana's dad got the
That's right.
James Bond car. And
Yep.
He's showing me all the stuff he
That's
can
awesome.
do and the pop-out seat. And I'm like, yeah, it does make sense now.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I got a Voltron on my shelf that can separate into 5 different lines, and when you combine it, it stands up
Yeah.
and it doesn't fall apart.
Yeah,
like if
yeah,
they can
yeah.
do that, they can do Optimus
Yeah,
Prime.
yeah. But yeah, at first you're like, no, what do you mean
Yeah, yeah.
transformable?
Yeah.
But you're like, wait.
The Optimus is so easy to transform out of the box.
Yes.
Yeah.
I bought the reissue and I just done.
For the people watching on YouTube, I'll put a picture in so you can see what we're talking about. There's one thing I don't like about it. I don't like his head. You don't see his head?
Looks the same.
No, it looks wrong. It's weird. Like it's wrong.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
I didn't really
It doesn't
know.
look super...
The proportions are a bit
Yeah.
off a little bit. Like it's not terrible, but
Think yourself lucky, audience, because there's only things that Dylan actually cares about that he'll put pictures up of.
That's right.
Just gets spoken about and then goes by the wayside. Oh, that could be a good photo. I'm thinking as I watch it. But no, it's good. This one will get one.
That's right. It's Transformers and Lego.
Exactly.
If you edit it, you can put
Alright.
pictures in.
Yeah.
You buying it in?
Yeah, probably.
I kind of want it.
What
but-
an enthusiastic yeah.
Don't worry.
It's
I'll
like
buy
you're
it.
not priced
no,
yet.
I'll buy
no.
it and charge you to build
Hell
it.
no. Why? Stupid. I want to do it myself.
And buy it.
It's-
wasn't
it's-
like-
that's the fun.
It was just a resigned yes.
Oh yeah, I understand. I make those noises all the
It's
time.
Yeah.
defeated.
Yeah, it's like yes, I'm going to have to buy it.
It's like a,
Have to buy
it's
it.
like a wrestling figure or a He-Man figure.
See that new Andre tease?
Yeah.
I was like, God damn, I just bought.
Super 7 though, so
Yeah, I know.
yeah. Super 7s. I'm the one. I'm Super 7s.
I would have bought that. That would have done.
You still buy it.
Nah, I don't need
Sorry.
to.
I
I don't need
I
to.
mentioned
700.
wrestling. Sorry.
I dug
that's
up Street Fighter Transformers the other day.
Oh yeah, those are a thing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You see that Street Fighter Transformers?
I bought it in.
So it's like repaints of Transformers to look like Street Fighter characters.
What?
Like what?
What do they transform into? What's Chun-Li
Yeah.
transform into?
One's-
Like giant
one's
thighs?
an Arky or whatever, Kree.
RC.
RC, sorry.
Remote control, cool.
I think that was Chun-Li.
Yeah, so it's normal Transformers figures
Just
that
with
they
a
just
repaint?
repaint
Yeah.
or give like a retooled head.
So he's like the Ken and Ryu.
Oh,
I forget.
yeah, I can't remember.
You just dug them out.
No, like in the box. Gotta charge people though.
Jesus.
Good luck with that.
But yeah, I bought
Good
it in
ad, Jake.
Japan like 4 years ago.
Sure.
3 years ago. Yeah,
I think the Ryu and Ken might have been Chrome Dome, maybe.
maybe.
That's not very interesting.
No,
Hmm.
just a normal car.
Yeah. So,
Yay.
Bison might have been a Megatron.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
They were all headmasters, right? Because that was happening during like Titan's Return. I don't know.
Dave just saw Street Fighter.
Yeah,
and
I
bought
saw
it.
Street Fighter.
You just saw the box.
I do it for
Just right
I'm
into
a
the
sucker for a collab, so.
Collabs are usually shit. Yeah,
Did we talk about the? I think we did the G.I. Joe Transformers.
yeah,
Yeah.
that looked pretty
Yeah.
average.
Talk about your bloody Toy Story one that still gives me nightmares.
Was that on the podcast we talked about that?
Yeah.
Scary.
Oh, okay. I don't remember. Alrighty. All right, Dave. Now it's time to talk about.
I'll shoot in the position.
I'll swap you once we start talking about the film
Yeah.
Flashback. Okay. For once, Dave is the one who was disappointed.
Yep,
Isn't that right?
yep.
Why were you disappointed, Dave?
Because I knew a sex scene was coming.
You did say it 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it finally happened, and there was nothing.
I suppose.
Yeah, Dave didn't get his porno scene that he wanted.
There's a bit of lead up.
On a
No, but like
Lucky
you get,
you.
like she exposes more like changing clothes.
We saw more in
You
the first
know?
episode
Yeah.
Yes.
with a scrubbed out nipple.
Yeah. You did see more.
But this one didn't even seem like it was just like I don't know, like
It was really weird.
yeah, it was weird.
They kind of just take each other's shirts off and then stand there and stare at each other for a bit,
Yeah.
and they start touching each other. Not in the not in the fun way, just like,
It's because they know their brother and sister.
and then she looks at his
Forbidden
scars.
fruit.
Yeah. Oh, my brother had scars like that. That's weird.
Well, it's scars
Oh,
from being cut up by the UNSC and turned into a murder man.
Murder Man.
Doesn't do
That'd be a
much.
so much better name. For
Doesn't
this,
do enough
this show.
murdering.
He doesn't do Murder Man.
So do they have sexual intercourse or not?
They
was
do
it?
all this.
It
They
is
look at each
implied.
other's scars,
It's like Demolition Man.
and then it cuts, and then they're both in bed.
Oh, we're smoking a cigarette?
Essentially,
Yeah.
they're both not wearing any clothes in bed. He's asleep.
What is the point of that?
And then
Like,
at the start,
Doesn't she hate him? Isn't he the demon?
Well, no, he's the touchy guy because he makes things move in her. In her
So
lore.
has she?
well,
Literally.
she was turning.
Yeah,
And then at the end of the episode, she
It's a-
sort of gets turned back. But anyway.
because they're special because
special.
they're the only ones that can activate the Forerunner tech,
On the
so they feel a sense of belonging with one another.
yeah.
They're like, oh, we're the same.
on the spectrum. I reckon.
But yeah, at the start of the episode, like she's supposed to be kept hostage, right? and he's like, "Come, let's go for a walk."
They literally just leave this military
Yeah.
base,
Can't wait to binge this. This is gonna be so fun.
get onto a train.
There is no concept of security on this planet whatsoever.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
figured this out. Like,
Two
You
episodes
said that
ago.
episode 3.
No, but it's even more stupid.
It's
now,
even
though.
worse.
It's like,
She's meant to be a prisoner.
yeah.
But Halo Man's allowed to take prisoners out on a date, obviously.
Apparently, yes.
Halo Man.
Hey, he's gonna get some.
Murder Man.
I couldn't believe it. They're walking through the park and they're looking around. I'm like, look over at Dave. Master Chief is going on a date.
Yeah.
Am I seriously watching Master Chief go on a date?
Come here. we'll catch
2022,
the
of course you
train.
are, brother.
Are you gonna watch season 2?
I'm shocked it's not one of the actual aliens, just so that was a bit more progressive.
I don't want to think about season 2 right
But
now.
it's happening. So are you gonna watch season 2?
I don't want to think about it. I'll think about it when it comes out.
Yeah, you're
That's
gonna
a
watch.
yes.
Yes.
I'm just hoping for, like, it's this bad now, where, like, the Flash started quite good in the first 2
Yeah.
seasons, and then got to, like, lightsaber wars, or throwing white... whatever the hell
White substances at people.
Find that clip for you.
that we've heard
I
about.
don't know how to Google it in without seeing stuff I don't need to
Yeah,
see.
or put on some sort of list.
Yes.
So yeah, the downfall. This is gonna be amazing because less money's gonna get spent each season, as you'd imagine.
Like, this actually, let's just... I'll just try to ignore the fact that Master Chief's essentially meant to be asexual. He's not meant to have a sex drive. Like, that's a...
I mean, you say sex scene, but this sounds like there was no scene.
Yeah.
But he had sex.
How do you
there's
know?
Implication.
Doesn't matter how it's said.
Yeah, did they look happy after in the bed?
Well, it's
It
like
was
the
sleep.
morning after.
It's all confusion, so it checks out. Because I'm assuming neither of them have done it
For the
before.
expert.
That's what I was going to be. I'm assuming that's what it's like. Oh, shit.
Okay, so one more episode.
One more episode, and I think
Torture?
it's... Oh, spoiler, it's the Fall of Reach, maybe.
Oh, so it's called Full Release. Oh, Reach. Sorry.
Reach.
This episode,
So, do you see the Covenant making their way towards Reach?
Full Reach round.
Or
Well,
at least making moves to go towards Reach?
you could see her trying to... Not a reach around for me.
Okay, sorry.
You could see her, she's kind of like tossing and turning. She's like,
I'm
oh,
sure she was.
she's not sure if she wants to align herself with the humans or the Covenant, but at the end, she sees that humans are douchebags, and then she has flashbacks of getting
No,
tasered.
but hang on. In the story you're talking about, did they bang?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they are following that. I thought that was a full. I didn't know that was expected. Sorry.
Wait, what?
No, he means like
In the real story from your
Oh,
books
in-
and
Oh,
everything like
no,
that, did they
she's not
bang?
real.
No, she's not in the book.
So
She does not exist.
You don't know what's going to happen.
There is not a single human in the Covenant because
it
they want
defeats
to
the
wipe
purpose.
everyone out.
That's what. Okay.
It's genocide. Like, they don't...
So they could do anything.
There are no except... Yeah, they can do anything.
That's what I'm getting at. Like,
Yeah.
What you're talking about is what the law should be, as opposed to what they've been doing in the last 8 episodes.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's weird because you're saying that Halsey is supposed to be just grey.
Yeah.
Grey
She's,
area.
she's not meant to be evil, but in the show, she's like straight up like evil. You make them get pets and then make them kill their pets.
then-
Well, that's the
like,
other thing with Cortana, where it's just a file. It's like a file as opposed to implanting into his head, isn't it?
yeah, she's on a essentially freaking SD card
Yeah.
that goes into a ship.
Up to your HUD.
Or, into
Yeah.
your suit,
Yeah.
and Master Chief's suit has like a neural interface.
But Cortana's supposed to be eventually like evil, right?
Well, the thing with AI in Halo is like the smart AI, the ones that are created with human brains.
Like Cortana.
After 7 years, they basically go insane. Like they've got too
Y2K.
much
Info.
info.
Okay.
Y2K.
Oh, it's just like Ultron. They realize.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
did Cortana say anything about Halo having sex with the prisoner?
Oh, she was watching.
Oh, that was weird.
She was watching.
That was really strange.
It's like-
Actually,
Because she can just shut it down. She was not snitching
She
to
did a
Halsey.
show.
it's not very clear.
Yeah, but yeah,
Well,
was-
sometimes she can shut him down, but sometimes she can't.
yeah, she wasn't
like-
snitching to Halsey.
Like
'Cause-
Elon Musk with the Teslas.
Oh, they knew what was happening.
so,
Oh,
I was-
Cortana was just there with a blank look. It's
Yeah,
like,
because her and the
That's
other
how
guy,
you-
they were probably in the sleep, just in the
Yeah,
room watching
having
them
a
do
watch.
it. Freaks.
It was bizarre.
what is this show, man?
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
is this show?
And like, okay, so we're coming to the Covenant. Like, as a viewer, do you care who like that? Like,
I don't think
is there,
so.
Yeah, do you care about let's kill these aliens, or yeah, the aliens kill these dirty Marines, or is it just
oh, I want the aliens to kill everyone.
Yeah, so I was saying before.
So that's just you.
yeah, I was gonna say, can we get a real answer?
Yeah.
Well, no, the point is,
the girl, she's visibly, not sure, but and then humans are douchebags, and then she has flashbacks to her freaking kid friend who was beaten to death on that trash planet, and then she kind of is like, no, screw the humans, and then she touches the artifact, and it sends this big pulse out.
Obviously, it's a beacon, so they cut
Maybe,
it out.
the Covenant
And then, like-
zeroing in on it.
Her and John, Master Chief, goes into like the Halo world, and they're like, "See you later, John." And
She's like, goodbye, John,
Yeah.
and then she vanishes.
so basically, she's gonna get out there.
Wow.
So it seems to me like, Breach is going to get screwed up.
have you seen the Covenant do anything bad?
In this episode, you see a report from a planet that got glassed.
Cool.
The first time in the whole series.
Shanked.
And it looked like a lava world more than anything. It didn't look like a...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It
But
was weird.
apparently there was a city there or something like
Yeah.
that, or a world.
There was just lava going everywhere. And
Yeah, but
some
in
overacting.
the series,
Unbelievable.
you've seen humans do the worst stuff.
Yeah,
You wouldn't be siding with these people
that's right.
technically.
Because, like, if you'd shown, like, there's no, like, Gundam last week,
Yeah,
war's bad, everyone's
Exactly.
bad,
Yeah.
but you just got to show both sides of that.
Yeah.
It's just all like, they're just dodgy.
That was what I really liked about the books. So that's the point of the books.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
kind of... The rebels are bad. The UNSC's, bad. Not bad, but, like, they both
They do bad stuff.
really terrible things.
Well, it's part of it. You got
Sacrifices
to.
are made.
Yeah, like the Spartans, as characters, are the whole point of that. But this is just, everyone's evil. Halsey's evil. She's legit evil, irredeemable.
I like how is it Commander Keys and like the lady like
Captain, is it Captain Keys or
whatever. And it's like, I will not stand for this. Like, because they're talking about kidnapping John like earlier. They were in on it or whatever as part of like.
So what are they not standing for?
And then like it's like, what do you mean this is too much? You just like tried to execute a girl in episode 1.
Yeah.
yeah.
But no, if you kidnap a kid and like raise him and stuff to be a soldier, no, that's too
mind
much.
wipe him and freaking lie to him and stuff.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Just kill him instead.
It's probably worse than killing.
I don't know.
At least killing's just done. It's not prolonged torture.
There's a part where Kai, like one of the chick Spartans, she's like,
She's the coolest one out of the lot. Like,
yeah, no, because she's got character.
yeah,
She's the
got
other one
personality.
that took her little inhibitor chip off.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
In this episode, she's like, hanging out with Marines, and they're kind of like placing bets on whether she can lift certain things. So they've got like a pulley set up, and she's got it connected to like a Warthog, one of the the jeeps, and then she's like pulling it, and it's going up, and everyone's like cheering, and she's like making money off the bets. That's cool.
Yeah, she did more with the chip out than Halo Man.
Exactly. And I would have preferred if she was like
I
that.
don't know.
You're getting laid.
That's
Right.
right.
Getting the rocks off.
I would have preferred
Yeah, I know
that
that.
if there was no chip, freaking magical emotion chip thing.
No. They would have not shown it, alright? If she was.
And you see the two other Spartans kicking the shit out of Master Chief. Like they're in their armor, and he isn't in his armor, so they're like kicking the shit out of him. It's meant to make them stronger and stuff, but it's not explained, is it, Dave?
So you just cut to Master Chief getting beat up.
Pummeled.
It's a really weird, convoluted plot about how they're trying to stop. Well, I don't even remember.
Halsey ordered them to kidnap Master Chief and
Why
the
did you
girl.
That's right. That's right.
Why did you ask?
I don't want to know.
Let's go back to the sex scene.
Oh, sorry, no.
No.
Because he's got his inhibitor chip out, right? Wouldn't he be like, let's do it again, It's just... Wouldn't that be the logical, like...
Well, not necessarily. He might not have enjoyed the experience.
It's
Yeah,
probably
true.
it's his first time for sure.
Maybe he realised it was his sister halfway through.
Yeah.
He meant to be 40 or something.
Maybe he got.
What do you
Maybe
mean
he was
said
too
that?
excited.
Once he got the baby batter off the brain,
Yeah.
it was a little bit more clear.
And so he's there ashamed now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
post-nut clarity.
And then he just falls asleep. There we go.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar to me.
Sounds like a great show, Dylan.
It's beautiful.
I'm
Can't wait for you to
upset
review
this
season
only-
2.
Wait.
Oh, man.
Am I supposed to give you money now?
Honestly.
After that previous episode, I think I went to watch the Neil Blomkamp short, and then I
Just
winked
to make
it.
yourself feel good.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is good. Do you guys watch that?
No.
Okay, I think Jason watched it.
excellent.
It was awesome.
It's Blomkamp.
Yes.
Mm.
Gritty sci-fi military stuff. That's what Halo should be.
It's what Blomkamp specializes in.
Exactly.
It was just a more military District 9 vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just a bunch of Marines. And you kind of care about
Yeah,
them.
it's good.
It just, watching that when it first came out, I'm like, you can make a movie. And not,
Just imagine Dylan rocking himself to sleep.
it's okay. You still have that.
She's
not-
shower, it's like still not crazy.
She's not in the books. She's not in the books.
Just go to sleep in his helmet.
Yeah, go- yeah, with-
Yeah, helmet.
with the book, hugging the book, going, you don't lie to me, you're the truth.
Not hugging the book, hugging the game.
I'll have a cut out of the. Oh, so like last week, right?
Last book, there's an ad for Halo in the
Oh,
in
is it?
Fury. Yeah,
Excellent.
Yeah.
Is that Halo 3, maybe? Halo 2.
I think it was around 2004.
Probably Halo 2.
Yeah.
So last week, I haven't checked for this week, but Dylan watched it at my place,
Yes.
right? So it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna clean the couch, whatever. It's like, what are these scratch marks? I was where he was sitting, and he must have been like, ah.
Are you serious?
He said something the other day, he's like, something about Dylan just something to me couch. I'm like, what?
She's
These happy tissues or
No,
something?
just you know, just like
Oh, just like...
like a scratch.
Oh.
Like, you know, like.
No, I think halfway through I kind of just started fiddling with the couch.
Well, obviously something made you like
Frustrated.
Oh, like
Where was it? On the headrest?
yeah.
Okay.
Wow. I'm not sure if you're going to be invited back.
Yeah, destroying his couch, clawing up his couch.
Who needs a cat when Dylan comes around?
It's not real. That's not good.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Glad I gave up on that.
best part.
Me too.
Best part.
What? The episode? The
Yeah.
podcast episode right
This-
now?
This one, yeah.
Okay. Film Flashback in
Any given Sunday.
any given Sunday.
Great movie.
Fantastic film.
Such a good movie.
Dylan, what are your thoughts?
Please.
We're proud of you. for
Dylan's
watching
the only
it.
person that hasn't seen this film?
Yes.
That was legit like one of the hardest things I've ever had to watch.
What made it so difficult, besides the fact that you're not a sports person?
Yeah, I'm not a
because
sports
it is an
person.
Oliver Stone film.
I guess like zero interest, zero background.
We told you it was NFL.
Oh yeah.
And we told you it was the Sharks. No, it wasn't. Shut up. He doesn't.
All the the not on the field stuff.
Yep.
I found very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what I could gather and
Yes.
stuff. That was cool. But then like most of it's just freaking football.
Yeah.
So good.
Because we've seen it a bunch and we really like it. I think the football stuff sort of...
It's just background.
Yeah, it's just background. We don't really...
Yeah.
It doesn't factor into the movie.
The business of the football.
Yeah, yeah,
is
all that
what
stuff.
interests
That's-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is
Yeah,
40
the-
minutes of a finals game.
Yeah,
There is a
Yeah,
lot.
I couldn't-
There is a lot more
Absolute
football.
F-all.
Yeah.
There is a lot more football than
Like
we
you get
sort of
more
remember.
in the credits than you really
Yeah.
get in
Yeah.
the last 40 minutes of film, which is not a bad. I don't give a damn. I watch NFL every week when it's on, so I'm there for 3.5 hours, loving it. I don't care. But for someone like you just said,
Yeah, I don't care about the game, and I was kind of like, oh, the story, I'm sure it'll be interesting, and it was when I got it.
And it is cut and shot. And
So weird.
very weird. Very.
It is Oliver
It's
Stone.
very
oh,
1999.
it's
Yeah.
such a 90s film.
Yeah.
But Oliver Stone likes to do that a lot. I think he started during JFK.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of the first sort of like editing jobs that looked like this.
Yes.
Like when Al Pacino and Jamie Foxx are having a normal conversation in the house, and then it cuts to half a second of the sky, and then cuts back, and then another half a second of the sky, cuts back, and then half a second of Ben-Hur.
Yeah,
And it cuts
it's Oliver Stone. He's trying to.
It's them fighting each other.
It was the
it's
chariot race. It was them
the conflict.
going for positions, jousting for positions. It's the contrast of what's going on the television compared to the way this conversation's going, and the coach and the main
Yeah.
player of the team trying to jostle.
Sure.
And there's a lot that look, and that's the thing. Like the nuances around football and stuff. And don't take this the wrong way. They're completely lost on you because you don't give a shit, which is fine. But then they're probably you're missing. And that's what he talks about. He talks about the quarterback is the man. It's the one everyone looks to. If the quarterback is shit, you're going to be shit. Look at the
So replace
Vikings.
Replace quarterback with Master Chief.
Doug.
And Al Pacino's the blonde girl, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I follow.
Probably one complaint though is Joey Fox double turn
Yeah.
both times out of nowhere.
Yeah. From a third string, he gets a big ego real fast.
Straight away, like
Yeah.
with one win, and
Yeah.
like, oh, this is my show.
I'm having a music video.
Yeah. And then the old bloke comes back and is like, I've learnt my lesson now. Like, all right.
That was a mad speech.
He was, but yeah, I was like, one turn I could handle, double turn.
But you have to have like
you got a
the...
little bit
You
more
gotta get
humility.
redemption.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
understand.
yeah.
Car cut in half.
But like, cause it's when he sees the girl at the restaurant, he's like, oh no, I'm chasing after her. All of a sudden, you're like, that just came out of nowhere.
Nowhere, because you had two women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got only 2 hours and 45 minutes to work with.
That's right. And less in the director's cut by the sound of things.
Oh, well,
Which is
they
weird.
didn't cut the nudity, I'll tell you that.
That's your favourite one of David.
No, my favourite bit was the linebacker going to the old granny. And it's like, and she's like, "Oh, I'm between marriages."
So, Dave, how much did you pay? 1,000 or 5,000?
It's a good movie.
They did hold that penis shot pretty long.
oh,
Mm.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
If you've got it for it,
Right.
they do it in winning time.
damn right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a short one, but not
It's just
a,
penis,
sorry,
Dave.
not a short one. It's a
It's
short clip.
Just,
One.
Yeah.
like, every single one I see makes me feel bad.
But like all this stuff,
Japan.
it's it's all, oh man, like all the outside of the football stuff, like
Yeah,
the drugs,
yeah.
the
The doctor, like James
doctors?
Wood stuff, is
Yeah.
excellent.
because that's real.
And like the CTE stuff.
Yes.
Nobody was talking concussions in
Nope.
1999.
Nope. Yeah. LT
Like
just
nobody. And just even that conversation he has,
He's like
it was like, I got you go give me 30, you can't give me. I just need
one
more
game,
sack and
yeah.
3 more tackles. I
Yeah.
get my $1 million.
Yeah.
And that also shows how the bloody money's changed since
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
too.
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Oh, and then to Modine, he's like, you know, he outs Woods and
Yeah.
ball ethical and stuff, and he's like, please,
First time
Yes,
he's on the
please.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's he do?
yeah,
It's very great.
yeah.
He had a good line back too when Woods is going off. He's like, "Did you ever have a dream?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm living it." I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good line." But then, it comes back very quickly.
Yeah.
LT there. What about Cameron Diaz?
Yeah.
The line that
She was good.
Charlton Heston.
Charlton Heston has at the end about her eating a young, she's excellent. The mother plays a good role too.
Yes.
And the relationship between the mother and Pacino was really good as well, I found, because of the long-standing relationship they had through
For sure.
her husband and stuff, and her just drinking herself stupid for good reason. It's just, yeah,
That's a great film.
yeah.
Right.
It's a great film. It is a bit of a slog. If you don't like football, like Dylan,
Yeah.
it is a bit of a
Yeah.
I appreciate it a whole lot more now that I'm getting into
Watch more?
NFL
Yeah.
and that, you know. And Cap in the movie's great. I just,
Yeah, Quaid's excellent.
Yeah. Well, if it's a sport movie and there's Quaid's in it,
yeah.
Yeah.
you know it's gonna be good.
yeah.
Lauren Holly's slapping him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
she's
Oh.
so good, man.
They
Wanna
should
get back and watch
realise
Dragon.
this. It's
Full
like,
blown
oh, no.
trophy wife.
Yeah.
Go back and watch Dragon. She's good in that.
Bruce Lee story.
Yeah, she's great in that. Yeah, I really enjoy the film. I've watched it quite a few times. And again, probably the same as Dave. I've watched a lot more NFL over the last few years, and yeah, you get a lot more out of it. So
Yeah.
we'll just have to get you watching a bit more NFL.
Yeah.
I
Dylan's
think
already-
I'm alright.
Dylan's already half dead.
Yeah, I think I'm
Just have a still of that picture of Dylan talking about rugby league.
Just zoom in on you with the like sad music.
yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, Dylan. Besides you not knowing sport
Yeah.
or gridiron, no, wait. Did you at least understand what was going on?
Yes, like the other stuff.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, like, even in, not even the rules of the football game,
Yeah.
but the story of the football game, did you sort of
I
get
think-
what was going on?
I think so.
They don't go
It's
into.
pretty
They don't
Yeah.
go into the rules.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, so-
the,
Yeah.
the old bloke gets injured, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
new guy has
Yeah.
to step up. And
Well, they don't go into the rules as much.
I know, that's
in
what
this,
I'm,
you
that's
know?
what I'm getting at. Like, could you enjoy it? I guess not. If you have no knowledge of football, but I guess you didn't.
I think I don't know. Maybe it was just the football stuff. It was just so long.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That movie's 90 minutes. Dylan probably enjoys it a lot more.
Yeah, because it's so much stuff where, to me, nothing is happening.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
plot
Yeah,
is
yeah,
not
yeah.
advancing. There's nothing going on. Obviously, there's moments in there where, oh, this guy does that in the game.
And that's the thing, because
Yeah,
that's
he
when,
changes
and
up the
that's when the
plays and he
tension's
does
building
that.
and they're changing
Yeah.
the plays and he's not listening.
Yeah.
So that's all happening to people that are understanding the football
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Where yourself, and I'm guessing there
I
might have
understand
been...
that part. Like,
there might have also been a good chance there may have been a phone in your hand as well.
oh yeah,
That's what I'm getting at. Like, same with Dana. I bullshitted as well and said, there's not much football in this. And 25 minutes in, she's sitting there on the phone. I'm like, you're not enjoying this, it's all football. I'm like, fair enough.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there are a lot of nuances going on during the... Like, there's at the end where they're trying to save the time, they keep throwing out and stuff like that. Like, there's things they're trying to do, so that would have been probably a little bit lost on you as
Yes,
well.
absolutely.
So, yeah.
but yeah. There's little things that happen in the game that kind of advance it. But for the most part, it's just
crash cuts.
it's a music
There's a lot of
video.
that.
Yeah. Just, like, and obviously with the sound effects of the crunch and stuff, I get what he's trying to do, but he probably did a bit heavy on some of that.
There's a good hour of football in that movie.
Yeah. And, like, even bro, you totally get it, the vision of the quarterback, like how it's all blurry his first time and stuff. Totally get it, but you only need to show me that probably once. I think, you know, a lot of things,
Yeah.
if you cut back on the football, I think it'd be more accessible. For sure. But I love
Yeah.
it.
No, it's a great movie. But it's Oliver Stone. He doesn't know how to make short movies.
Stinger at the end was great.
Hey, 100%. That's a great way to finish a film. Like, you really... And that's football.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Did you last that long to...
Well, Steph was like, "That's it. The credits
Done.
That's it. You're turning that off."
So the credits. So what happens is they have a meeting. There's no actual football. It's just they have a meeting, and it's a saying goodbye to the coach, and they announce the dude from Battle Los Angeles into the coaching role, and then Pacino comes up and has a quick chat and says, "I'm not sure what I'm going to do now," and he's like, "Oh, well, actually, I'm going to go and coach the new expansion team." And he's taking the quarterback with him. And then everyone's up in arms. And so quite a bit happened. It was probably, as I said, there's more that happened in the credits than probably what happened in the 40 minutes of that finals game. For yourself, story-wise.
Yes, sounds like it.
So go back.
So
and
go
watch the
back,
credits,
yeah.
I'm good. I think I'm good.
There's no sport in it, so you can enjoy it.
Still think it'd be good.
I still don't care.
It's like when Lisa brings Nelson over. It's like the kitty is just like, I believe you. I don't care.
What's your score then, Dylan?
Yeah.
To go solely on how much I enjoyed it,
That's the
Over
point.
5 on
That's the whole point.
like a 2.
Yeah, I thought that's probably about right.
Yeah, I'd say a 2.
All right.
But I got the sense, like, if I cared about football, this would be a good movie. Like, I did get that feel.
Yes.
It's not like this is a shit movie.
Because it's quality.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
the acting is all really good.
Storyline, the actors,
Yeah.
everything around it. It's just except the main essence of the story. You just don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
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 Bum with that.
There's so much moving parts, and, like, it's not just Willie Beans and the coach. You know, like, you get the LT stuff, and you get the...
The little Cool J stuff.
Yeah.
With his, he needs his yards. To,
Yep.
He
Yeah.
keeps getting ignored, and then the politics of the team, and
Maybe start with the longest yard instead.
just.
No.
We'll just make
He's
him
got
watch
plenty of
some
small
other
movies
shit,
coming,
worry.
don't you,
There's some
Ari?
more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be watching...
Couple more?
Yeah.
Replacements.
I'll probably go 8.5.
Yeah, about 8.
Yeah, 8.5 inches.
I think it was more than that.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, I got 8.
Good movie. All right, my choice.
What have you got?
Yeah,
What have you got for me?
Let's go.
Because I love you, Dill.
Oh, yeah?
I'm going to give you a bit of a reprieve. I am going to give you... It's in my top 10 movies of all time. I love this movie. It's made by Zucker. Do you know who the Zucker brothers are?
No.
So the Zucker brothers did Airplane, also known as Flying
Flying
High,
High.
Oh, yeah.
Naked Gun,
Okay.
Police Squad,
I think the first
Top
scary
s-
movie.
Top Secret. No, that's the Wayans. I'm pretty
Is
sure
it?
Wayans brothers scary movies. Anyway, we'll come back to that. The Top
Yeah,
Secret, Val Kilmer's first ever film. Highly
Okay.
recommend that down the track.
Oh, that movie rules.
We'll get to that down the track. Basketball.
Hey.
Starring
Yes.
Matt Stone and Trey Parker. I want to say Matt Stone first because Trey always gets said first.
The South Park
The
dudes.
South Park guys. So they didn't write it, but you can tell they had quite a bit of input
yeah.
probably on the day with different lines and extra shit because there's a lot of their flair into it as well. And it's essentially
Straight up just Cartman's voice at one point.
yeah, and Garrison.
The world basically gets over, like the sports world gets basically over.
Yeah, so look, without going too deep into it, two bums create a new style of game that starts getting played locally, gets taken to the big leagues, and it's a hybrid between basketball and baseball.
It sounds awesome.
It's great.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
It is
fantastic.
So good.
Ridiculous.
Basketball, baseball, and horse.
Those are like horse.
Wow. Okay.
It's great.
Thank you for me. Thank you for that. I think I needed that.
It's
No.
unfortunately. Oh no, it is.
I gave you
It's-
I gave you a good movie.
it's-
You're done.
Sure.
It's streaming on Binge and Foxtel Go. You were
Yeah.
saying. So if you've got those platforms, also recommend buying on DVD. DVDs are great. But
It's
Yeah.
where I got my gamer name from, actually.
got here's some '90s names for you: Yasmin Bleeth, Jenny McCarthy, Victoria Silverstead, Playmate of the Year.
It's like,
Oh,
Yeah, hear
right
that,
over my head.
Oh, your forearms will know about it afterwards. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
you'll hear.
Yeah. So
Be a young man.
it's such a '90s film. Ernest
Yeah.
Borgnine.
You don't know this
No.
movie?
It is a very 90s film. But it's great.
I think
Well,
you'll
just
enjoy
wait
it.
till you see where they like the playing fields, shall we say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like you one look at that and you get
Yeah.
what's going on.
I was 4 years old when the 90s ended, so
Yeah, and
You'll enjoy these cheerleaders, and a tidbit for you, probably yourself because, and I probably don't even need to mention this, but you'll realise when you're watching it, the commentators are actually real sports commentators. I know.
Oh wow! Yeah, no, I would have spotted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't have told me. I would have known straight away.
You watch
And they
Dodgeball?
do an amazing job.
Dodgeball wants to be basketball.
Oh
baseball.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, it wishes it was.
Yeah.
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 Vince Vaughn goes, "Oh, that's such a good. I could. No, I'll still like more probably.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's got Stiller in it. Right there's a problem. Unfunny.
It's amazing.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see what you
looking
think.
forward to this.
Yes.
Basketball.
Good choice.
Probably won't get it too.
No, you
Nah,
know,
nah,
it's
you'll-
easy enough.
You'll
It's
enjoy
fine,
it. You'll
yeah.
enjoy it more.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Look, I can kind of see it as being a week on, week off reprieve. Like this
Yep.
next one's probably going to hurt you a bit. Then you get to choose your own,
Hooray.
and then hopefully Dave will hurt you.
Hooray.
Yeah, I'm undecided yet.
Yeah, I'm going
Ideas.
around.
You justify my choice of my round next. So.
Because Fubby stole half of my idea, I guess.
Didn't we have this discussion?
No, Bales. Yeah. It's alright.
Alright. Bye.
See ya.
Thanks for joining us.
Subscribe, leave a comment,
Tell Dylan how great any
Tell-
given Sunday is.
Please don't.
tell a friend.
Come in the shop and tell him to his face.
Tell him you love Halo.
Don't do that. No one
I
loves
love
that.
Halo too, Dave.
Come in and talk about the Halo TV show.
I don't know.
TV show.
Has anyone said
On
they've liked the show?
Sunday or on Monday, thank you.
Dylan, has anyone said they've liked the show?
To me, like
In person or have you seen online?
Online, I see heaps of people saying, "Oh, this is good. I love the game since day one.
How do you
This
like
is
the
still
movie?
good."
Russian bots.
We did get a second hand. Somebody told us that their friend told them that they thought it was the best sci-fi show on TV at the moment.
What?
Dude, Star Trek Discovery would be better than this.
Oh.
I like sci-fi and I know nothing of
Expanse
Halo,
is
man.
probably better.
That show was garbage.
They did a disservice because there's cool stuff about it, and now they just made people not care because it's shit.
Oh, it's just very generic from the 2 episodes I
Yes.
watched. Just generic.
It's funny.
It's enough Halo bitching.
There's never enough Halo bitching.
Same time, same channel next week. We get
That's
some more.
right. The big
Or
finale.
actually, maybe a day late.
No, we
Or a
won't.
day later.
No, we're wrong.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Maybe not quite same time.
Get somebody.
Alrighty. Thank you for joining us. We'll be
Bye.
back next week.
Bye.